back to my channel. I just did a really amazing reading on you guys. By the way, if you don't know me, hi, I'm Miya Jha. I'm calling myself a spiritual guide these days, so I'm just rolling with it, okay? I'm just here to tune in and tap into collective messages for the divine feminine. Sometimes I get messages out of here. Sometimes I get a lot of messages, actually. And then sometimes the messages, you know, may not resonate with me, but they connect with others. So I'm just an intuitive reader. And I just did an amazing reading on y'all. The energy was really great. So I'm just like, shoot, let me see what's next for Divine Feminine right now. So I decided to pull some more cards for you guys. So I hope that you enjoy this video. And we're just going to hop right into it. I decided to switch things up just a little bit. I know in most of my videos, actually all of them that have been posted so far, I start my readings with my affirmation cards. But right now for this reading, I didn't feel like that was necessary. I feel like it was, you know, it's okay to make some changes right now. It's okay to try something new. So there might be an energy that you might be in right now. And I just might. I just know. I just feel like regardless, I don't have to stay stuck in that energy. Even though I enjoy it and I love it for what it is, but there's also more. So this could be part of some of the realizations that Divine Feminine is experiencing at this time. Is just there's a realization of wanting more. It's like even in some aspects, there's some things in your life as you're letting go and making space. You're making space for even those things in your life that you do love, that you do enjoy, but also making space for other things, for new as well. Like getting grounded. So we're just going to start out with these self-care cards to see what's next for Divine Feminine to kind of get the reading started. And then we're going to do tarot. And then I have some oracle cards for any, you know, additional wisdom that the Divine Feminine may need at this time. So let's get right into it. All right, y'all. So what's next for Divine Feminine? What does Divine Feminine need to know right now? What's next for Divine Feminine? By the way, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who's been watching my videos, who has been commenting and letting me know how the readers are resonating with y'all. Because some stuff I'll read and I'm like, what is that? And then people will say, that was for me, that was specific. And I'm like, wow. Still blows my mind. It always has. And I just love reading. I love getting readings. I love doing readings, just readings. This says power. It says the ability to suck it up is not a superpower. Saying no is. Own your power. So, honey, you are in the energy of like, or at least this is what's next for Divine Feminine. So if you're not in this energy already, I feel like it's coming. It could probably be even like a slow build to it. You're starting to recognize your power. You're saying no more often. You're saying no more to things that just don't resonate with you anymore, or like a stuck energy or negative energies that just have you just stuck in this place of like grief or just I don't know. It's just like what you're putting your energy into. It's like you're knowing your power now and you're saying no more to things, but I feel like that's opening space for you to say yes more to those things that make you happy, that, you know, bring you more fulfillment. Those things that are not taken away from you, making you lose yourself. Those, you saying yes more to living in your truth, your authenticity, but in like a more peaceful, empowered way, I feel. We have friend. It says, be as good a friend to yourself as you are to others. So all that energy you've probably been putting into other people or situations that just weren't given back to you, and put you in a place of just feeling depleted, and just like it's like you're giving your all in a situation and not receiving nothing back. This is telling you to give yourself that same kind of love, that same kind of nurturing energy that you give to others. You so freely, so willingly give to others. Be that kind to yourself. Love on yourself like that. Give yourself that same kind of grace that you give others. Give yourself the same kind of peace that you give others. Give yourself the same kind of advice that you would give others, you know? Be kinder to yourself. Love on yourself, okay? You are more than deserving of it. You know, the way that you, the kind of energy that you give, that's what you should be receiving back, okay? And then some. Because it's been going on too long that you've been, you know, depleted and drained of the energies that should be fulfilling for you. You should be able to give from a place of overflow and abundance. You shouldn't have to give from a place of lack. You shouldn't have to, you know, feel like, even some you may even feel like you have to, give so much of yourself up to receive breadcrumbs from even somebody, or to receive even some little sort of recognition or something. Give that back to yourself, okay? When you give back to yourself, when you open space for these kind of things in your life, when you allow these things to flow in, you just gonna keep receiving it from a place of abundance. But because something you gave to yourself, you have to give that gift to yourself before you give it away to others, okay? We have ease. It says, today I would allow life to be easy. We had this card come out for the first time ever in like one of our past readings. This was my first time ever seeing the card ever, and I had this deck for a while. But today I live life with ease. It's like you are, put yourself in the energy, or allow yourself to be in the energy of just being in flow with life and living just this life of ease, and, you know, having this sense of peace to you, like even like this sense of play. Like you want to have more time for play in your life, more time for joy, more time for fun, maybe even healing childhood wounds, even wounds that have been deeply rooted in you, just from childhood, even like, or just even limiting beliefs you had since you were a child, or, you know, allowing yourself to receive and knowing that you are deserving and worthy of these things, and they will flow to you, okay? We have changed course. So there's a new door here opening for you. There are opportunities here. It looks like it says a closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It is time to change course. So I'm pretty sure I'm not telling you something you don't already know. Like anything in these readings I should be giving for y'all, this should be confirmation. I am tired of being stuck in this same energy. I am tired of my life being stagnant. I'm tired of being stuck in the same place, whether it comes to my finances, whether it comes to my relationships, whether it comes with how I interact with those outside of myself, or, you know, I'm even just tired of, you know, what is my spiritual connection looking like right now, you know? What is it that you're tired of? What is it that you have to say no to? What is it that is draining you? What is it that is just not aligning with your truth? What is it that you are lacking? And then instead of thinking about this lack so much, it's like this lack with this new realization. I feel like that place of lack has grounded you in a place where you've hit your breaking point. It's like a light bulb has switched on. There has been an awakening that you get to choose what direction you go in at this moment. And what is it that you need to say no to? It's like you don't even have to be afraid of these things. This is an opportunity. This is real. This is your truth. When you're living in your authenticity, it's just like the truth literally will set you free. The truth will literally set you free. That's what I'm feeling. But change course. There's an opportunity here for you, and I feel like it's something you're wanting to take, willing to take. Maybe you don't know where it's leading, or you don't know what key is gonna like really open the door. So you may not know what specific thing in your life that you change, or whatever that is gonna open this new door for limitless possibilities, even in other aspects of your life where you didn't even realize, you know, these deep-rooted thoughts were also holding you back as well. So, man, I feel like it's definitely a lot coming ahead for you regardless, Divine Feminine. I just feel it in my spirit. Oh, this one too. Let's see. We have focus. It says, if you focus on what you don't want, there's a good chance you might get it. Focus on what you do want instead. So instead of being stuck in this energy of kind of like, you could literally be in a place of maybe just, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like a negative energy. You probably just in a what's the word, like a funk. You could be in a funk, like a funky mood. It could be about a particular situation. It could be particular people in your life, or even that these feelings, these emotions even come up when certain people are around or when you're in certain situations. Instead of being in that energy and allowing that energy to come in, it's about setting those boundaries, taking a step back. Maybe you have to say no. Maybe you have to, whatever. But this is a time to prioritize you and the desires of your heart. And whatever it is you feel spiritually aligned to focus on this moment, like what brings you more peace? What brings more ease in your life? What makes you feel in flow with your life? You are your number one. Put yourself in the number one spot, okay? That's you. It says intention. It says, what if the only resolution made was to love yourself more? Let me read that again, because I ain't about to mess it up for nobody, okay? It says, what if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? So based on what you know, what you do know to be true, based on how you feel, based on just all the things that have led you up to this point, what choices do you need to make moving forward to bring you closer to this life of peace, this life of ease? Maybe you're tired of talking about the same thing over and over to, the same people over and over, and you're not seeing results. Or maybe you're tired of being in a certain position and you're just ready for something different. This is just not it. It feels like it's a dead end. Nothing is happening. You're beating a dead horse. Just all the ways that I can put it. What is it that you need to say yes to when it comes to you? So it's about whatever it is you're having to say no to, that's you saying yes to yourself. How you feel in this moment. You don't have to be stuck in that negative energy, and you don't have to stay stuck just because other people, they decide to stay stuck. These are literally choices. I'm even thinking about you could potentially be trying to prove yourself to others. And you may not think about it that way logically on like a larger scale. You think about it, you like, I ain't trying to impress nobody, blah, blah, whatever. But it's like something that could be deeply rooted. You could be doing it in ways you don't even realize. So it's like even just holding on to certain connections, I feel like is doing it. So what is it that you have to release? What do you have to say no to so you can say yes more to yourself and this peace that you're wanting to and needing to welcome into your life? And we have pamper. Treat yourself, girl. It says self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. So like I said, you don't have to stay in this energy. This is about you're nurturing yourself more. Because when people think of self-care is not just like, when people think of self-care, when I used to think of self-care, it just seems so broad, so basic. It's like just soap and, taking care of yourself, like bathing and, keeping yourself clean and feeding yourself and getting enough sleep and blah, blah, blah. While all those things are 100% necessary, I feel like those are just like standard foundational thing. There are things that are supposed to be self-care for your soul as well, self-care for your spirit. We all have like different circumstances, different life paths, different, things that have happened to us. We have different people that come in and out of our lives, or, people that stay, whatever. We all have these different experiences in our life, but it's like there are some experiences in life that are like these reoccurring things, or people who have reoccurring things in our lives who bring us these negative feelings. They may have done things to hurt us, and it could have been like a lifelong thing. It could have been for extended periods of time. For some of you, even years, just years upon years, or even just your whole life. of like just some sort of abuse in a way, I feel. Even if whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, just all the spiritually, hell. Because what it is what it does to your spirit. All those things are what affects you, and you may not even realize it. So it's about letting go of that. Focus on those things that you don't want, that you don't like, that just don't bring any value to you in any way, and it could be draining you and just taking so much out of you and just negative, bringing so much negativity. And it's about allowing yourself to be in a more relaxed state. So what does that look like for you, Divine Feminine? How do you do self-care? Okay. And then we have release. It's talking about letting go. And even just leaving it to the universe. There's just some things that are just out of your control. You cannot change the people. You cannot change the situation. But what can you change in this moment is yourself and how you allow yourself to continue to move in this situation. What you choose to receive in this situation. So this is how we're going to move forward. It says sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go. So let it go and let it be. Release it to the divine and continue to walk in your truth, your path. Okay? And I'm going to get one more card on this before we move into tarot. Y'all, I'm really loving these messages. I can't lie. This is just so empowering and so confirming. What else does the Divine Feminine need to know? What's next for Divine Feminine? Divine Feminine, I feel like you really have some great things coming for you at this time. It's just, I feel like it's gonna, like, more and more it begins to make sense. It begins to click. I'm gonna just take the one that fell. Look like it was, oh, two of them trying to fall. I saw that one too. Let's see. I see the decision card. So this is about choices that you have to make. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it since it came out. It didn't come out first, but it's coming up first for me to discuss. But it says sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. So it's kind of like maybe you are being faced with I don't want to say opportunities, but maybe there could be people, you know, reaching out to you, people that you've had to let go. You might already been in a position of having let people go, or situations, because this can be situations for some of you as well. But it's like maybe these energies are popping up again, and you know, you could be conflicted on, you know, what to do, what choices to make, what actions to take. Maybe you're not ready to let go, but maybe you're not ready to accept either. So maybe this could be in a place of needing to pause for some of you. But either way, I feel like you're just trying to bring balance into the situation. So I feel like whatever brings you this sense of this balance, this sense of peace, and who or what do you choose? Because I feel like when I think about it, when I'm looking at these cards aligned together, it's kind of like when you focusing more on yourself and being, you know, allowing, you know, more peace into your life, you don't have to accept all this negativity and stuff, especially when it has nothing to do with you. That's the crazy part. Like, it has nothing to do with you, yet you're being affected in all these negative ways. It's just kind of like, how is it that I can, what is in within my power, even in this moment, of how I can balance this out for me? What would bring me peace in this moment? What I don't have to deal with certain things, especially when it has nothing to do with me, and especially when I need to be focusing more on myself. I have my own needs that need to be met that may not be being met in this moment. I don't have time to sympathize for anyone who hasn't sympathized for me, or who is taking from me or draining me, or I have to love these people from a distance. Like right now, I'm choosing me. I have to elevate myself. I have to get my stuff together. I can't keep pouring from an empty cup. I have nothing left to give you other than a prayer, love, and light, and send it to the divine, okay? And let y'all work that out together, okay? Everybody has their own path and their own choices, and you know, when people around you are showing you that they're only focused on them and they're all that matters, when you're pouring into the situation for all of you or for everyone, it's kind of like you got to let those situations go that are there just to literally mooch off of or just steal your energy. But lastly we have calm. It says a breakdown is often followed down a breakthrough. Remain calm. So a breakthrough is happening in your life. The change is coming. It looks like there's just something bright on the horizon for you by even just getting into this place of peace. So it's like this is about you welcoming and receiving this energy by choosing yourself, by choosing your you know what's real for you, knowing your truth and moving accordingly. Okay. I'm not gonna pull a whole lot on tarot, I don't think, because I don't want this video to be too long, y'all. But we're gonna let whatever comes out. It's gonna be as long as it has to be, I guess, you know. But it's gonna be for whoever it's meant for. So I hope that you get the messages you need at this time to continue to heal and elevate. And know your own truth. Even practicing your own intuition. Some of y'all could be clairaudient in some kind of way. You can hear the messages that are meant for you. You're more discerning. You're learning how to use your intuition more. You know what messages are yours and what are not. Also allowing yourself to be receiving and open to information you may not even realize, because it's those, sometimes it's those things we don't see. And it brings clarity in some kind of way. All right, what's next for Divine Feminine? These are the Muse Oracle, not Muse Oracle, the Muse Tarot deck. Okay, so the first one we have the Six of Emotions. So that gives me like the energy of travel. It gives me the energy of dreams, but there's also like this sense of longing to, it's kind of like I'm getting that feeling of like, just kind of looking at her. It's kind of like that sense of longing for like, it's like childhood, but in a way more so like, even being in the position of someone who's older or been in a position of being an adult, it's like you miss those childhood days. You miss being a child, or even having some kind of seeing your inner child in a new light in a way as well. We have Two of Voices. So this could be you doing some kind of inner childhood work, as far as like maybe some injustices that happened to who you were as a kid, or you know, the things you've been through, the experiences you had, the choices you made that led you up to even this point. It's like you're able to look back at yourself and have, you know, empathy and sympathy even for yourself, and then even honoring that inner child in a way of how you choose to move forward. I feel with the Two of Voices, it's like even I'm kind of getting like a sense of like, if I knew then what I know now. But it's like now that you know what you know and all that you've been through as well, so combining your experiences with your inner knowing, it's like you've been exposed to you can see the good and the evil in the world in a way, or the good and the evil in your life. And it's like being able to see clearly, and you moving towards something, you're changing something. It's like literally another door is opening, but I feel like it's it's coming from an enlightened space. We have the Three of Emotions here. So this giving me the energy of like coming into some kind of balance in some kind of way. Like I said, it could be connected to, it's like what you know and what you, I don't know. It's kind of like it's more of it's like you're moving more towards an aligned path is what I'm saying. Like you're no longer being conflicted or even torn apart by your emotions. Or even feeling in this stuck energy. It's like you learn how to harness your power. Perhaps what you've been through is your superpower. You're learning how to move ahead knowing what you know. There's balance here. There's alignment. There's even like some kind of control over your own emotions. We have the Priestess. Oh, so you could be some kind of spiritual teacher. You could be revealing what is unknown to others. You could be revealing what's unknown even for yourself. I feel like these could be like life lessons that you've learned as well that connect some kind of way to where you're able to teach others. It's like even seeing the truth, seeing what's hidden, being able to see things from a perspective as an adult that you didn't see as a child. We have the Ace of Emotions. This is about definitely, like I said, having some kind of balance in your emotions, knowing how to move forward, no longer being controlled by your emotions, because it's like you could have been juggling between energies of the good things, the good and the bad. But it's like maybe some kind of truth has been revealed to you that maybe you just see things clearly now because you're older, because you've been through more experiences, because you know better and you know more. It's kind of like you gain some kind of wisdom over time. And it's like you could even be in a place of where you want to give back to that inner child, to nurture that inner child. When it comes to even the joyous wonders of the world, it's like being able to move forward. Like I said, knowing what you know, but like moving accordingly. So literally knowing your truth and moving ahead, and no longer being stunted or stuck by your emotions, or even controlled by your emotions in a way that you're kind of just all over the place. There's no balance. There's no peace. I feel like you're moving away from that. You could even be teaching others with that High Priestess card, but it's like because you've learned from these experiences, you gained this wisdom. We have the Two of Inspiration. So this is literally like unlocking new doors, even seeing through the impossible. Tell me more. What's next for the Mind Feminine? Ooh, let's see. I thought it was like 2 cards. So, 3 of Voices. It's like being able to look back into like even your past. Being able to look back in past situations, looking at your past self, and gaining some kind of knowledge or wisdom from what were like really dark places in your life, places where very painful places in your life, even situations you've been through, things that are hidden, things that were hidden. It's like but this is also, like I said, putting you in a position of giving you that reach to others as well who could be going through these things, in this dark space, in this dark place, seeing the truth in their situation, seeing the light in their situation, literally. These could, like in moments where you feel alone. We have the Page of Emotions. It's coming from a heart space. It's like getting aligned with your emotions. And it's like that's what's paving the way. It's like following your heart in a way, but following your heart in a way where it's giving you a sense of fulfillment. This feels like true love. But when I say true love, I'm not talking just about like romantic relationships. I'm saying true love is coming from within. And it's like you're by you operating in that energy, you're also putting it out into the world. This could be even waking others up, waking people up. We have the 10 of Inspiration. This is giving you some, this is like, it's like you're being driven even by your passions. literally could be paving a new path, but this is a path that you paved by yourself. You could have been on this road by yourself for a while, but I feel like you could be literally connected to others in these dark spaces at this time. And it's like you're paving a path, you're forging a new way ahead. Maybe the past, you know, everything you've done before, it wasn't working right, or it wasn't taking you anywhere, or, you know, so it's like now you're in a space of making a new path, forging a new way. But I feel like it's being inspired, it's supported, it's guided, there's so much fulfillment here. I feel like there's even just so much, it's like there's so much value here, even in the passions that are carrying you forward. So even, you know, for some of you where you are in this, like, a leadership role, so I think I might need to do another leaders reading, future leader, divine feminine leaders of tomorrow reading, because this is giving me an energy of, it's like, this could be something that you've been doing by yourself, but it's like you're nurturing and giving back to others who are going through, like, similar or same things in a way as well. But I feel like your past has fueled this passion that you had, what you've been through, the lessons that you learned from it. It's like there's literally so much wisdom here, and your wisdom holds value. Baby, these are some amazing readings, Divine Feminine. Let's see how we doing. I think we have videos longer than this. We're gonna see, but I don't wanna cut you short. I feel like you're so deserving and so worthy of these things. So if the message is meant for you, it's for you, and we're gonna continue, okay? So we're just gonna get a couple more cards just for any you know, further information Divine Feminine needs to know at this time for what's next. Just any wisdom to continue on this path of elevation that Divine Feminine is already on. Like, I feel like you're already feeling this energy. Literally, you could already be feeling this energy or getting into it. Like, you could be getting a taste of it even right now, I feel. So what's next for Divine Feminine? What does Divine Feminine need to know? All right, we're gonna take these. Y'all, I was just thinking about this card the other day, and for some reason, and here it is. It says, raindrops, take a chance on them. We have confidence. It comes with time and practice. And lioness, you've earned all your stripes. So I feel like everything you've been through, everything, you know, whatever, it's been leading you toward this new beginning. You've been through so much. You've gained a lot, but I feel like it's been more spiritually, more within, with especially with, like, lessons that you've learned. But I feel like this is a time for you to walk in your truth and walk in your confidence, because you've earned it, you deserve it. And I feel like it's paving a new path for you, but I feel like everything that you've been through before has not only led you up to this point, but it is what is giving you that extra push ahead to move where you're going. And with this take a chance on them card, I feel like this could be, it's so many things that's coming to mind. I'm not even really sure how to verbalize it. Let me pull another card for this one. Take a chance on them. We have expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. So this could be you just taking a chance on, when it's, okay, it makes sense. When it comes to taking a chance on them, it's taking a chance on the inner child within you, that is still healing from some different, like, from emotions, but it's like you taking a chance on them, you standing up for this inner child, You moving ahead on this new path, getting out of this energy that, you know, letting the inner child within you to heal. And when I say even that inner child, I'm even just feeling like, because I feel like somebody could be pregnant, maybe, I don't know. But when I'm saying inner child, what I'm really more so feeling on a stronger sense is the inner child within you, as in who you used to be, your younger self. Like if you had advice for your younger self, or how would your younger self see you today even. So you even becoming, so you taking a chance on them, on, you know, being the hero in that child's eyes of who you used to be. In a way, I kind of feel it's like knowing your truth and moving ahead, moving accordingly. Let me see. We have gold. You don't need someone to fix you. So maybe you've been feeling broken, or maybe you felt like, you know, you weren't worthy or deserving because others weren't giving back to you. And maybe you've been out in the world seeking this approval from others. But I feel like you're in a place of where you're ready to take on the world and do it alone in a way. Do it alone in a way that is spiritually aligned. It might feel like you're alone at first because you're starting over. You're doing something new. You're getting into a new energy. This could literally be, for some of you, actually moving. I don't really know how this will manifest in your lives. Everybody's is different. So let me know how it resonates. But like, this is just even to remind you that you didn't even need these other people. You didn't need these other situations. I mean, in a way, they've helped you grow, because you've been in these bad situations that hurt you and stuff. It's not, those are things that happen to you, but those are not who you are. That is not what you are. That is not what you have to continue to accept and be in this energy. You can move away from this energy and start anew and give back to yourself in ways that you deserve. And then we have morning. It says the world awaits you. So it's like, it's time for you to step into this new beginning of your, into this life of peace and this life of joy, abundance, even travel. Like I said, that has been here in these cards. And just taking a chance on yourself, becoming the person of your dreams. So, all right, Divine Feminine, this reading was amazing. I don't know about y'all, but I resonated in so many ways. It was very beautiful, very enlightening, very clarifying. If y'all resonated with this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know, how it's resonating with you. Let me know what's going on, how we're connecting collective. You never know, even you sharing your story could be helpful for the next person who could be reading your comment, whether it's me or some other person out in the world who's in need of your light at this time. Or how is it that you're choosing to, shine your light in general, even, outside of YouTube, outside of my page. How are you choosing to use your light in the world and move forward and give back to yourself in a way that even gives back to others? It's like, y'all, we got a leadership reading coming up as well, okay? Because I just feel it in my spirit. There's so much to come for you, Divine Feminine. But I know I've been rambling, but anything that you may need from me will be in the description box below. And until next time, Divine Feminine, bye.